under the skies, there's still a habitable place. We're not doomed to live the rest of our lives underground. Still, nobody believes me.
Together. Just a little. Yes. Run! Kill them! Come on. Yes.
The shields might be damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
We apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over. Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier!
There, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here?
Talk about surprise. Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet! How did you end up here? Ah, it doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line down.
No shit,
the Watchers
Sherlock.
won't let them.
No, I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There, in the ravine, there are people from other cities, dead! All of them,
Everyone shut
women,
up.
children!
I'll tell you all later. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
Get the
I'll
jab.
fight for the guys no matter what.
Of course.
Artyom, Anna, they are with
The
us.
order leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch them there. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying! Lying to you, to me, to everyone, the whole fucking world, and not even batting an eye!
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head. That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's an honor. But look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How is
for?
this his fault? You knew everything and never told me!
Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Okay, stop. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering. Yes, sir.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How much we need, sir?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in that firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Artyom will do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he's starting to talk, and he better do something about it. Leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
Plastic explosives.
Is that you, Yakov? Yes, don't cut this shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion, treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. And I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you. Keep your radio on, Artyom. You will need to be our eyes and ears in there. I think they are preparing to storm us, so they will be transmitting orders to their PA. We will try to buy you some time and provide cover if they open up, but you get the idea. You had better handle this quietly. Good luck.
On the train!
Heads up!
Flag! Hit the flag! Stop, you asshole! You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You're lying, you're not... You're only breathing nonsense! Grab it off! A bullet for interview! Forehead! You're down! Rebel! Forget our invisible target! Make quick! Seize out of the day! Fire as well!
Garfield, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Flag! Hit the flag! Stop, you asshole! You motherfucker! Now you've done it! Your lackeys, your daughters, you'll all be treated not like deserters, but like rabid dogs! For interview, I'm you first! Through your damn rebel! Forget about visible targets! Make quick! Seize out of the deck! Fire at once!
Garfield, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I put this over.
Place the
I'm
bomb
not
as
with
close
you.
to
They
the
made me.
boiler as you can.
Hold on!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder. What next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who are those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are normal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So, does anybody live out here? We don't know. How will they treat us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking at him. There's got to be a signal.
What we do know, we've been lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes, people have died. Wait a moment, what was that?
Everyone still loyal to the cause. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location.
Listen, everyone.
1811-79. Area 18-5. I repeat.
All right.
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location.
Where was that number supposed to...
1811-79.
So, it is somewhere around here.
Only by standing together shall we overcome any and all obstacles.
Like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time!
Let's go around and be done with it.
Go to hell! Even better. Come on!
How about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what? Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to Aurora!
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. You're back. Full steam ahead.
Hey! Full steam ahead!
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
I was expecting an arrow from a kid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
I'll be down.
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend?
There's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Well, hello there, Artyom. Well, help yourself. Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here. The only good thing about this job is that you forget it's winter. If only you didn't have to pay for this comfort later. With your whole body. I heard that monotonous labor calls you. That's all? Okay, I'll take it from here.
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. It is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else will be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade, too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well, you oil it, you check the ammo, because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Stations and muted migration observers. I was proud.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years, we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Throws anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life. The life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the bridge!
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge, on the double.
Are you alright, Artyom?
They pierced the cylinder!
How bad is it? Can we move?
No, we're stuck!
Ah, shit!
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniforms?
None. They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we can't be sure. I was expecting to run into them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge. Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water. We need intel. Here, Artyom. I put a mark on your map. Get there and find out what you can about that bridge. Taking a prisoner would be ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine. Yermak, when can you get the Aurora running again?
I don't know yet!
Let's go, Artyom.
Check on that cylinder, but a full day at least!
I see. Get to it then.
Artyom, don't forget your backpack. It's a new model. A portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside. It doesn't come with crafting materials, though, so keep an eye out for those.
Yes, sir.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
Sure thing. I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock. And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there. Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy, enslaved or something. Going down. Haha, that was great. Hey, what was that? Could you check it out? I took a look around while you were inside. That electric tower there looks like a perfect sniping position. Let's go. Ah, a boat. You won't have to go swimming after all. The locals probably get around mainly by boats.
Okay, Artyom, I'll climb up there while you take the boat to the church. I'll call you when I'm settled.
Break a leg.
Artyom, I'm at the top. It's an excellent spot. Looks like you've been spotted. Artyom, there's a woman on that bell tower waving a rag or something. Please investigate. I see people at the church. None seem to be armed. We'd better try the open approach. Let's not fire first, okay?
Traveler. Our father, Silanthius, has already started his sermon. Just enter the temple and see the light of truth. We are a peaceful lot, so please keep your weapons shielded.
Sinful lures of the enemy, and to those who falter, he grants salvation.
You're all evils. You don't save anyone. They killed my friends and my dad
Soon, our brothers militant will be here.
Come
and
on!
the Lord's justice will be done.
Let them kick Katya and her spawn out too!
You summon the heretics with your spells!
Yes, the Lord's justice is our only hope!
A quick and righteous then.
Mama, it's him! The man from the train! He's here to save us!
I can't believe this. I had all but lost hope. We're not from here either. Silantius locked us up here a year ago. Yes, the bridge dwellers won't even talk to heretics. But I'll tell you everything I've seen in this place all that year.
Arriving under the cover of fog.
Oh, it's the bridge guard. Silantius fooled them just like the locals. But unlike them, the bridge guard have guns. Run! There's a way out down here and there's a boat at the dock.
We also have one, but it's too small for all of us.
Artyom, she's right. Get to the boat. We will rescue her later. Don't worry.
Where is that heretic? He came by boat during the sermon.
And then what?
He was there and then kind of disappeared. Just like Father Silentius said.
Yeah, I know what Father said. Tell me if you know where he went.
This is any longer. Who else would be Christmas for them? Like Father Silentius. Not yet.
We have to find him, my children. Come on, you dirty spawn of Satan! Come out and don't tempt these men anymore!
Tired of running around for nothing.
Artyom, I can't cover you when you're inside. I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
Have you seen the heretic, sister?
Of course I did, that heathen.
So you have seen him?
Well, the fish will get them all. And 300 days of prayer to erase.
So did you see him or not? I don't get it.
I bothered you, but didn't care if I told you. There was a heretic in the church, but a sin we need to pray it away, and you are distracting us.
I'm sorry. We were just looking for him and... forget it.
Go then, do the worthy deed. The Satan's spawn were not satisfied destroying the old world.
Come on, you hellspawn! Confess your sins, and that will count in your favor when the judgment day comes!
Are you sure that was a heretic? Well, what else? Come on, you heretic! I order you by the name of Holy Celestial. And you believe him? Come out and let the true faith purify your soul of sin. There was a flash of yellowish light and the heretic just vanished. Did they smell sulfur? No, they didn't. But they say that the satanic machine has a vat with sulfur and a vat with oil in it. And whoever gets seduced by the heretics gets boiled in one of them. Women in oil, men in sulfur. And you believe them? That machine only has coal and water. Alright, let's go look for him then. Grab him by the tail. I can't do this any longer. I'm no saint like Father Salantius to take it all.
Great job, Artyom. You are like a real ninja. I just kiss you right now. Though I've got to take Katya and Nastya to the Aurora, so see you there. Check the map. Looks like you can row straight there from your position.
Artyom! Over here!
What the fuck was that? A whale? It's fucking huge!
The old man sent me out as a forward sentry, told me that I was to sit tight and under no circumstances look for any action. So I just had a front row seat watching you there. And so you subdued the occupation forces peacefully, with a holy cross and a prayer. Anna has already reported on the cult. How about we trade places? I'd hate to come back to Moscow without even firing once. I was trying to win a girl over from one trader. Tough luck there. Why does everybody else get fun missions? The colonel does criticize you and all, but he gives you all the best action. Is this his way of showing affection or trying to get you killed? But I have to say it's unfair. I've been dragged out of Moscow, and for what? Stalking the furnace and sitting in a bog with a dumb spyglass. Here, though, we do have a chance of finding some loot. There is this plane there. Just leave something for me. I'll have to stay longer, I suspect. The shrimps are giving me trouble, though. I wish I could somehow talk to that catfish into chomping all those water bugs. How did Mowgli talk to the animals, I wonder? Speaking of Mowgli, we have the same blood type, you and I. Haven't you noticed? Well, I guess you have to go now, Artyom. I feel your father-in-law training his binoculars on us to turn us into pillars of salt.